The painting of envy is a skull. I don't recognize it. Is it a cat or a dog?
It's a fox. The fox is a perfect example of how we humans have completely embraced an animal into our lives, our daily lives, even though we may never have seen one in real life. People want to look foxy or be sly as a fox or cunning as a fox. At various times in history we want to wear fox pelts or outfox our enemies or be crazy like a fox, which we all know isn't really crazy but brilliantly deceptive. We envy the fox, but we don't really know the fox at all, and I think we don't really know envy. We pretend we know envy. We know the feeling of envy, of wanting what someone else has. We even know what it's like to want to create envy, to buy something expensive like a car, or even a $4 coffee, so people who can't afford that luxury can envy us. But there's an unacknowledged side to envy. That's the desire not only to have what others have, but to take it away from the person who has it. Think about it. In that first instant of envy, when you look at something you want, or someone you want, and they have something and you think to yourself, I want that. What you're really thinking is, I want that. I don't want something like that. I want that thing the person has. That very thing I want to take it away from them and have it all to myself. Envy is incredibly selfish. If you begin to recognize this undercurrent, you have to realize that envy is empty. It strips the flesh from the bone and makes it difficult to know what you're looking at. Like a fox without ears and nose to help us understand and recognize it. Truly understanding envy is seeing the base, the bones underneath.
The landscape underneath the skull is barren, and a large portion of sky is barren.
Right. To see the truth, sometimes you can't get caught up in the details. You have to see the bigger picture. The sky represents this duality of envy. Where it's close to the ground and partially shrouded, that's the envy most of us recognize. It's what's near to us. But further away on the other side of the skull is the selfish side of envy. Once you see it, once you know it's there, you can see it clearly in yourself and in others. And that's where real spiritual growth begins. In the foreground on the left side looking at the painting, you'll see the land begin to rise up. There's no vegetative growth in this landscape, but the land itself is growing, reaching up toward the skull and the spiritual truth of the selfishness of envy.